Hello, check, check.
A very warm welcome to all on the much awaited start of ICAARS 2022. Technology is driving the innovation. Technology is driving the creativity. Technology and its uses determine our workers' ability to compete in the 21st century global marketplace. The number one benefit of information technology is that it empowers people to do what they want to do. It lets people be creative. It lets people be productive. It lets people learn things they didn't think they could learn before. And so, in a sense, it is all about potential. A pleasant good morning to one and all present here. I take immense pleasure in welcoming every one of you to the inaugural ceremony of the 3rd International Conference on Advancements in Automation, Robotics and Sensing, ICAARS 2022.
A day without prayer is a day without blessing, and a life without prayer is a life without power. I call upon Shudesha to sing the Tamil Thalvalthu. I request everyone to rise for the song.
நீராறும் கடலுடுத்த நிலமடந்த கெழிலொழுகும் சீராறும் வதனமென திகழ்பரத கண்டமிதில் தெக்கனமும் அதிசிறந்த திராவிடனல் திருநாடும் தக்க சிறு பிறை நுதலும் தரித்தனரும் திலகமுமே அத்திலக வாசனை போல் அனைத்துலகும் இன்பமுற எத்திசையும் புகழ் மணக்க இருந்த பெரும் தமிழனங்கே தமிழனங்கே உன் சீரிலமை திறம் வியந்து செயல் மறந்து வாழ்த்ததுமே வாழ்த்ததுமே வாழ்த்ததுமே. Thank you.
Thank you, Sudarsha, for the divine start to this inaugural ceremony. Plan with attitude, prepare with aptitude, participate with servitude, receive with gratitude, and this should be enough to separate you from the multitudes. Here we present to you a glimpse of the imprints from the previous installments of ICAARS that paved the way to ICAARS 2022.
May we now request the dignitaries to occupy the dais. Small chair, great welcome, it's a merry feast. I request Dr. B. Vinod, convener and head in charge, Department of Robotics and Automation Engineering, to welcome the gathering.
Respected dignitaries on the dais, ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning to one and all. It is my pleasure and privilege to welcome you all to the International Conference on Advancements in Automation, Robotics and Sensing on behalf of the Department of Robotics and Automation Engineering, PSG College of Technology. ICAARS 2022 is the third edition of our conference series, which we started in 2016 and also the first one post-COVID. And it's a pleasure to have you all here, hale and healthy. It is a remarkable gathering which brings together eminent speakers, notable scholars, practitioners and young researchers on the most contemporary and exciting technology theme, robotics, automation and sensors. This gathering reflects the broad interest, excitement, and concerns across society and industry in how robotics and automation technologies could be leveraged to positively influence our shared future. Every wave of technology in the past has progressed as with higher living standards, longer lives, better communications, rising productivity, and nearly every advantage that we enjoy in our modern lives today. Robotics and automation offer a promise of not just changing the way we do our work, but by transforming the work itself. In my position as head of the department of this department, I interact a lot with the industry. So I used to listen to industry like feedback. They are always running short of talent, skilled, trained manpower, especially in handling as well as designing advanced automation systems, which are employed in almost all industries in our country. PSG College of Technology and in particular Department of Robotics and Automation has committed to the purpose of creating the talent that tomorrow's world needs. The department has around 600 students graduate as robotics engineers over the last 7 years. It gives me a great pride to see our alumni occupying responsible positions and adding value to several reputed companies. In these 11 years after inception, the department has done some good work, established 11 centers of excellence, has organized 65 events, including 3 international conferences, entered into 21 MOUs with the industry, published around 250 papers, 17 funded research projects to the tune of around 38 crore and filed 6 patents. When I wonder how this was possible, the only answer that comes up is that it is the culture of this great institution. We at the department always believed in working closely with the industry. After all, it is what PSG Tech stands for. Teaching, practice, and research should not be divided. One reinforces the other. This conference is the result of this belief, synthesis of research, practice, and learning. With eminent scholars and successful practitioners sharing their experience and research, it throws open ample opportunities for new research, project ideas, and practice improvement. A lot of thought has gone into designing the agenda for the conference, covering a wide range of interesting and emerging topics in the field and with hand-picked expert talks and paper presentations. Over the next 2 days, we have the opportunity and indeed the responsibility to engage constructively in exchange of ideas for research to advance the field of robotics and automation. PSG Lab Center for Excellence in Cable Technology was started in 2006, and the partnership is going great. Lab supports us in offering one-credit courses, training programs, internships, placements, industrial visits, and has been the biggest sponsor of most of our conferences. We are honored to have Mr. Johan Olsen, Executive Vice President, Lab Holding Scandinavia, and also the Global Head of Academic Relations as the chief guest for this function. And now may I request Dr. Sundaram to welcome him in our traditional way. Thank you, Dr. Sundaram and Mr. Johan. PSG FANUC Center of Excellence in Advanced CNC and Robotics was started in 2008 and is another model for successful partnership with industry. We are thankful for all the support from FANUC India, including the IoT platform that will be donated from FANUC today to PSG as a part of this conference. I am extremely happy to welcome Mr. Nandakumar, Executive Vice President, FANUC India Private Limited, to the function, and may I request Dr. Sundaram to honor him. Dr. Ramalingam is one of the pioneers in robotic surgery and a great human being who always motivates us to take projects in medical robotics. In 2019, under his guidance, a DST-funded project, Robotic Trainer got the Best Innovation Award from the Ministry of Science and Technology. I consider it a privilege to welcome Dr. Ramalingam, sir, to this auspicious function. A leader is one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. We, the staff members of PSG Tech, are blessed to have such a leader as our principal. Pranam, sir, and I'm very happy to welcome you to this event, and Dr. Sundaram, you are lucky today to do this for us. Thank you, sir. Professor Richard Voiles is a very popular face at PSG, not only in PSG but in Coimbatore, because whenever he visits Coimbatore, he makes a point to visit industry organizations or some other institutions. He has been a great source of strength for the Department of Robotics and Automation since the inception. We are extremely happy to welcome you back to ICAARS, and may I request Mr. Krishnamurthy, sir, CEO of Navadat Solutions, to welcome him formally. Thank you. I am delighted to welcome Dr. Keshavadas, Professor Suni Albany, USA, to this conference. It's the beginning of several new relationships, and may I request Mr. Krishnamurthy to do the honors. Thank you, sir. Our international credit transfer programs with German universities started in 2010, and Dr. Dirk Pulling has been heading this partnership program for a long time. Recently, he got a big German government funding to enhance the quantity and quality of these programs. Hearty congratulations to you, sir, and thank you for your continuous support to ICAARS. May I request Dr. Jonna to welcome Professor Dirk with an Angavastram. We do have Dr. Klaus Mecking from the University of Westfälische, Germany, as another guest, and I request Dr. Jonna to honor him. Yes, thank you. On behalf of the organizing committee, I am extremely happy to welcome all our invited guests from the family of PSG family, Mr. Arjun and family, other invited guests, press, media, plenary speakers. We have Mr. Joseph Winston, scientist ICAARS, Mr. Harish from Festo, Ms. Sugrida from Lab, Mr. Mahindra Patil from FANUC, and a lot of friends from Fanuk, India. Dr. Murugesan sir from Chief Cardiologist and Head of Cardiothoracic Surgery, PSG Hospitals. Mr. Dr. Kanchana, Deputy Director of PSG Institute of Advanced Studies, Dr. A. Kansam sir, Dean. Dean Admins sir was here, then Dr. Nataran sir, Dean Placement, Dr. B. Giriraj, Principal of PSG Polytechnic College, Mr. Muralidharan sir, Training Officer, and all other heads of departments, faculty members, registered participants, and I know there are also some parents here. So dear parents and dear students to this conference, and my family members are also here. So welcome to this program. I am happy to extend a warm welcome to Dr. Dong-Soo Kwon, Professor of KAIST, Korea, who is, he has joined this program online. So also Professor Robert Katzmann, Professor of ETH Zurich, and Dr. Sweta Sarkar, Professor of San Diego State University, USA, for joining this inaugural function in online mode. I assure you that this conference will be a memorable one. I once again welcome you all to this conference, and I wish all a very meaningful learning experience. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for giving a blitzen head start to the ceremony. If your actions inspire others to dream more, learn more, and to do more, you are a leader. Now, I call upon Dr. M. Suresh, Organizing Secretary, ICAARS 2022, to brief us about the conference.
A very good morning to one and all present here. It gives me great pleasure to extend a warm welcome on behalf of the Department of Robotics and Automation Engineering, PSG College of Technology. This third edition of International Conference on Advancements in Robotics, Automation and Sensing, ICAARS 2022, intends to present and discuss the most recent innovations, trends, concerns, as well as practical challenges encountered and solutions adopted in the field of robotics and automation engineering. We hosted first edition in June 2016 and second edition in December 2018. ICAARS 2022 is sponsored by government agencies like DST Sub, DSIR, BRNS, DRDO, and CSIR. Lab Cables, S&T Engineers, and Fanuk India are our platinum sponsors. This conference is technically supported by PSG Institute of Advanced Studies and PSG Center for Academic Research and Excellence. For ICAARS 2022, we have received 128 papers from state-level institutions like IITs, NITs, and foreign universities. Double-blind review was conducted, and out of which 54 papers were selected for this conference with the acceptance rate of 40%. 17 plenary talks have been scheduled to be conducted relating to the field of collaborative robotics, medical robotics, soft robotics, marine robotics, unmanned aerial vehicles, and manufacturing automation. Experts from academia like Purdue University, University of Westfalen, State University of New York, Albany, KAIST Korea, San Diego State University, ETH Zurich, National University of Singapore, and IIT Madras. Experts from industries include Fanuk, Lab Cables, Festo, Nowthat Solutions, Aerobot, Nugenix Robotics, and experts from government agencies like organizations like ICAARS Kalpakkam and PSG Institute of Medical Sciences and Research. On behalf of my institution, I thank the research scholars who will be presenting their papers on varied themes of robotics and automation, which is need of the hour. 12 paper presentation sessions have been planned to be conducted for ICAARS 2022, and I hope these papers will ultimately enlighten all of us present here. With this note, I am happy to welcome you all for ICAARS 2022. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Suresh, for providing us a comprehensive insight into the overwhelming objectives of the next 2 days. Like our HOD sir quoted during his welcome address, a leader is one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. I request Dr. K. Prakashan, Principal, PSG College of Technology, to address the gathering.
Chief guest of the inaugural function, ICAARS 2022, Mr. Johan Olofsson, Global Head, Lab India Private Limited, Mr. B.N. Nandakumar, Executive Vice President, Fanuc India Private Limited, Dr. M. Ramalingam, Robotic Surgeon, Dr. Vinod, HOD of Robotics and Automation Engineering Department, dignitaries of the dais, delegates, deans, heads of institutions, faculty members, dear students, media, a very good morning to all of you, and I join Dr. B. Vinod in welcoming you all for this grand inaugural function of ICAARS 2022. After COVID, several functions have been initiated in the campus, so today is a quite very busy day for me. There are two events happening simultaneously, so I have deputed my senior colleagues to take care of that, and I'm very happy to be here to witness this galaxy of luminaries from industry and academia, practicing consultants. The moment you say robotics, many other fields of knowledge comes into the mind. Maybe AI, ML, virtual reality, augmented reality. Whether we want or not, we get through all this. So every walk of life is influenced by these thoughts, including the worry of parents for their children's education. Which branch you select? Today, civil engineering or mechanical engineering or computer science? Of course, answer will be always computer science. So it has swept over the society all over the world about the future of mankind. But it is not so. It is not the way we think. In 2018, we attended a meeting from one of the big software company, the technical meet with all the academicians. So the presentation was about Google autonomous car. I don't know the exact word they used. So they have launched a vehicle and they were presenting on that. So next to me, there was an academician from Delhi, a very senior academician from a great university. They put a question. See, what is the legal aspect of this machine when it goes in the road and it gets into a problem? It left there, we didn't discuss that. I'm just putting a thought on you. IoT, IIoT, then the lot of things, healthcare, smart physical, cyber physical systems, many things have been evolved over a period of time, ever since the emergence of internet. It has created jobs. It has created new avenues of research. It is great. There is a book. It is the Machines of Loving Grace, written by John Marcroft, a famous journalist in US. So he talks about the polarization of the world when automation comes in or computing comes in. But the review of this book by several people, I think the another correlation of this will be the film Modern Times by Charlie Chaplin. Many of us would have seen it. Its repercussion on the social life. He connects this with Peter Drucker. If Peter Drucker were alive today, who lived during 1909 to 2005, an Austrian-American consultant, a humanist, philosopher, is a person of very high reputation and thought for humanity. He has told automation is not a panacea for everything. At the same time, it is not a catastrophe also for the humanity. Both will go hand in hand. So what it brings in is the lifelong learning. When you construct a dam, there will be displacement of inhabitants. So you have to relocate. So it is the duty of the society to see that they are safe, they are moved to another place. Same way, when the technology sweeps over the society, people who are equipped with the knowledge, they get the boost. People who are not having that particular opportunity, they have to be taught. So this brings in an opportunity of lifelong learning. I think robotics and automation is a very powerful opportunity for reskilling, relearning, and equipping people with the new skills. So the new word in automation may be augmentation. You have to augment, meaning you have so much of supporting system today with the AI, ML, or the mechanically driven automated systems, but our intelligence, our thought process can be put into a better use. So new inventions can come, not merely a commercial interest. Lot of benefit to the society can be derived out of it. The other concept of this is job enrichment and job enlargement. Job enlargement is done by multiple tasks. Robot can do that. Job enrichment is adding value to the job what we do. So the reskilling, lifelong learning, all these are part of this new, the emergence of automation. Coming to the department, they are doing extremely well. As read in the beginning, a lot of achievements. A new department. The field is also new. There are challenges. At the same time, they are doing well with the resources, good contact with the industry. At the same time, rooted in the traditional values. You have seen the welcome process. Robotics is modern, but the values are traditional always. That speaks about the campus, speaks about our nation, speaks about the department. I'm sure the deliberations will be very useful. At some point of time, the technology and its impact on society, I'm sure there may be a panel discussion or some eye-opener towards that. To conclude, the current event happening in the international stage is World Cup. All of you will be knowing, some of us will be watching the sports. The football used, its name is Al Rihla, as done by Adidas. Very expensive, but this ball got a speciality. It has a sensor in the bladder, it is suspended, an inertial sensor. It will sense the acceleration, it is kicked to the post, and there is another sensor that is a broadband Wi-Fi sensor. It sends 500 frames per second, the pictures, to the referee's room, where he can make the decision about the success or not success, no success. But this ball is made in India. The final stitching is done in India. Which part of, not in India, I'm sorry, neighbor of India, that is a word, Pakistan. It is done in Pakistan, in Sialkot. Women are stitching this particular ball. About 60,000 is the population of that village. But the price put for the ball and price for the match is so high, but they are not paid in the same proportion. So the evolution of sensor and the negligence of another part of society, which United Nations has put it forward. Automation is a part of sustainable development goal, at the same time, reduction of poverty. So this field being very new, that's the reason I'm sharing it. Lot of scope for research, societally relevant research, how to improve humanity. That is the purpose of automation. I'm very sure the upcoming lectures will touch upon these aspects and all of you will learn well. I wish you a great learning here. And almost we are in the end of 2022. Wish you a safe year end and a happy new year. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your words of confidence and encouragement. A genuine leader is not a searcher for consensus, but a molder of consensus. Very often, it's those extraordinary people with extraordinary dreams and beliefs that an idea, no matter how big or small, impactfully changes the world. Our chief guest for today is no exception. We take this opportunity to introduce our chief guest, Mr. Johan Olofsson.
Johan Olofsson is the Global Head, Center of Excellence, and is responsible for interactions and partnerships with universities and higher education within Lab. Along with this position, he is also Chairman in Lab subsidiaries in Nordics and Managing Director of FlexiMark. Mr. Olofsson is an experienced leader with a variety of international positions in several markets and is known for focusing on areas like sales efficiency, organizational design, and leadership development to enhance effectiveness. He has a long history with LAP, beginning as CEO for Sweden and Denmark and progressing to Executive Vice President with sales responsibility for several regions within LA EMEA, as well as Chairman of LAP's North American operations. Before joining LAP, Johan was Division Manager for IT and Telecom in one of the major high-tech training groups in Northern Europe, Bergman and Beving, where he started as CEO for a startup consulting company in the early days of the IT booming era. With great admiration and utmost respect, I'd like to invite our chief guest, Mr. Johan, to address the gathering.
Thank you. Was that really me? It was a long introduction. So, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Praxal. I'm so happy and proud and honored to be here today. Not only because I am from Sweden and today I know it's minus 15 degrees and snowy back home. That's not the reason. I'm really happy to be in front of you. All experts and in the field of robotics and automation who will share all your knowledge about new technologies and applications here today and tomorrow. LAP has been sponsoring the Center of Excellence here at PSG since 2005-2006. And we are very proud to be able to provide all the students with our first-class products and knowledge. Over the years, we have installed and utilized a full-range cable testing laboratory for students to use. We have been able to give internships. We have done many exchange programs, and we provide LAP's core expertise, academic courses, and vocational trainings. And I would like to take this opportunity and extend a very big thank you to PSG from the LAP family. And from Dr. Benz, my predecessor, who you all know, probably most of you have met him here. He was on in the video several times there. And I would like to thank you for being our solid partner for many, many years and giving us such splendid support to our COE for many years. And I would like to give also special thanks to Dr. Sundaram and Dr. Anand from the electrical department, who supported us very much. And of course to Dr. Vinod and to Dr. Prakar from the Robotics department for all the support over the years. It's been very, very helpful for us. LAP is a German family-owned global company who manufacture connectivity products. We are mostly known for a product called Ölflex, which has been the industry standard of cables in the industry for more than 60 years. We serve a market that we in general